Hey, good morning, or good afternoon, good day, good evening, wherever you are. It's Thrive O'clock. Thank you for joining Rachelle and Mel in the morning. Please drop comments. Tell us how you're doing. Tell us, what's on your mind, any questions, and we're here to celebrate the week. So thank you for tuning in. Good morning, Rachelle.
Good morning, Melody. I was talking about you yesterday afternoon.
Oh my, who are you talking about with me?
I was in a
About
no, I was in a PD committee meeting, and we were talking about it being the end of July. And I said, well, you can avoid that if you just start driving west and get all of the last of July in. I said, I might actually drive to Alaska and see my friend Melody and just start heading on out on a road trip. Just
really, I got 4 more hours on you guys.
I know. So it is appealing. It is a long drive, but
Very long, but people have
yeah.
done it, but they usually like do it in a month and they take a camper. So
Yeah, I don't have a camper and I don't have a month.
who's your little friend with you this morning? Does he have a name?
What, my little friend?
Yeah,
Where?
right behind you.
Oh,
Can't
right
see your
here?
little friend? Yeah.
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. You
Who's that
noticed.
cutie?
That is Bunsy Man.
Shut up, Bunty Man.
That is Bunsy Man. Yep, that is Bunsy Man. So
How
Bunsy, there's Bunsy
adorable.
Man. I know. And yeah, so he's Bunsy Man is hanging out this morning because we were we were working on some bunsies a little while ago. And
Uh,
I know that with the big chair, I need to do something. Although I'm still pretty proud. The other day, you did not notice the chair at all. I wonder if I didn't say anything, if you would have noticed. Because now I'm
I
mad at myself that I
I
said
know you.
something.
You shouldn't have said anything. It's just like what President George Bush said: "Fool me once, fool me twice."
Oh my gosh, that was so funny. But your reaction was priceless. About like, oh, I can't believe. So it's going to be maybe that'll be the new. You don't get out. I don't get out much or anything. There's not a lot to do, but what can I do with my chair to kind of fool Melody? Does Melody notice what's going
You
on
could,
here?
I don't know, but I think you could sell ads on your chair.
I could
That's
sell
some
ads on
prime real
my.
estate. Yeah, just like
I
make a
do have
little
a
ad.
little. Yeah, I have a little. There's a augmented reality, virtual reality company. It's Kai's Clan, KAI, Kai's Clan, and it's one of the conferences, FETC or TCEA. Renell had given out. It's like this big. It's a name badge, and it scrolls, so you can type in your name or whatever, and any message that you want. So I could probably put it right underneath there, but I think it'd be too small to see.
Or
But
you could advertise your books, like, just saying, why,
I
why highlight other people? You could, and good morning,
well,
Jennifer.
good morning, Jen. Yeah, I guess I could, I mean, highlight my books and stuff, but I like to talk about other things and what other people are doing and,
Of course you do. That's
hang
what I
out
love
with
about
Bunsy
you.
Man here. So, but
So I made an error. I totally forgot to send or I'm sorry, Dr. Joy. Dr. Joy, if you're out there and you're seeing this, I just emailed you a link to join us, and I'm so sorry. Like yesterday was like 3 days all in one day, and yeah, so that
it
stinks because
was.
our friend Linnell, or I'm sorry, our friend Dr. Joy just published a book this week, and so we're celebrating that. And speaking of that, how was your week? What are your weekend plans? What happened this week? Tell us.
I know. I
I know
want to
you.
hear conversations. I want to have questions. I want to see comments because it can't just be you and I talking the whole time. I
I
mean,
know.
there are far more interesting
I,
things happening out there with everybody. So I would
yes.
love to hear
And
it.
I wonder if your parents, Jim and Marianne, are watching. It says two people are watching, so it's possible that they are.
Would you say my parents, Jim and Marianne? They might
I
be.
did. Good morning, Jim and Marianne. So,
Yeah.
what did you do this week that was fun?
Me?
Of course,
Let me think. I talked to you
you said
and I'm
me.
talking to you again. Yeah. Well, I didn't know if it was just asking. I mean, Jen is watching right now.
I
So,
know. Jen, what did you do for fun this week?
yeah, please tell us. I did a lot of work. I know that. And
I didn't
it was,
ask about your work.
I
I
know,
know
but
you had a lot of work.
it was
I
fun
said,
because
what did you do
well,
for fun?
I went for walks. I did go to dinner with my parents on Wednesday night, and there were three people playing live music, which is the first
Nice.
time I got to actually hear live music since I think when we were in Nashville potentially, and that feels like 4 years ago at this point, the end of February. But
I know.
it
It
was
feels
it was really good. At one point, my mom said, "You're not even listening." I said, "Trust me, I'm listening because I'm just so happy to hear live music, guitars playing right now." But it was nice because it was an outdoor restaurant, so everybody had space. Because
yeah.
I try not to go out too much or anything, but for something like that. But it was nice. I listened to the wise words of Melody telling me Tuesday night that I have got to go out and live my life. I've got to go out and, I don't know if you said get a life.
I didn't say get a
No, I
life.
know. I'm
I'm not
kidding.
a rude
But
person.
live,
Well,
no. Well, I mean, it's
no.
okay. No, I'm kidding. But
No, because
I did
everybody that
decide to
knows
go.
you, everybody that knows you knows that you're working on something or you're working for someone, you're doing something. And so when you have worked a 16-hour day, it is time to do something for yourself and no
Yeah.
guilt. And so it is okay to have something that you enjoy your week doing. And that's why I'm asking you because I'm going to ask you every week because you need to enjoy yourself
Well,
a
I
little bit.
did. I did. Oh, Jen made
Oh,
her
good for
digital
you, Jennifer.
classroom.
That is so cool. There was a lot of stuff about Bitmoji classrooms this week. I was surprised to see a lot of hate coming for it.
I
But
was
you
just
know,
thinking that. Yeah.
why? Listen, I think like I honestly I couldn't do it. Like I'm not even that smart. So I just don't even think that I could make a Bitmoji classroom. But for all the people that are getting into that, good for you because there's a lot of stuff out of our control right now. If they could if teachers can make a Bitmoji classroom and it's fun, it's creative, and it
Mhm.
brings a little joy, why are we stealing that from people? I think we just have too much time on our hands. We're on the internet too much and we just find things to hurt each other with. And so good for you, Jennifer. I don't know if you made a Bitmoji. Did she say she was a Bitmoji? It was just a digital.
Digital classroom. Yeah.
I don't know if it
Yeah.
was. I think it's great. Good for you. My friend Michael, he was posting his classroom, and he and his wife, they both teach little kids, and they usually have like an amazing classroom full of like all of this eye candy, like books and characters, and it's really amazing. And they always have incredible themes, and they change their themes. And so he posted his classroom yesterday on Twitter, and
Mhm.
it's not just basic, like it's more than like what I could do personally. And he's a man and he has better decoration skills than me, right? I'm sure his wife Allison helps him. Anyway, but I was like, he's such a good teacher, and I wanted him to know that it's okay. Like, I know you usually go more out, but like, you're such a
Mhm.
phenomenal teacher that that's what your kids have going for them the most, right?
Yeah.
Because if you have a teacher that loves you and is willing to grow with you, that's what we give our students. That's everything, right? It's
Mhm.
not the physical space right now, and it's not the digital space. It's really that relationship piece. So wherever you find yourself, you're amazing. Your kids are amazing that they're going to have you. Remember that.
Yeah. That's true. I did see, yeah, I think yesterday morning when I went for a walk, which was fun to go for the walk. I did see some comments about the Bitmojis and the classrooms that people were making, and some good and some bad, and some pushback about it. In I think the biggest one that I noticed that was kind of a negative was that there was a school or school district that was doing a 3-hour training just focused on creating that. And so the problem that people had with it is like, there are so many, there's bigger issues that we need to focus on, right? Rather than
That is
spending this time.
hysterical.
And that was one thing that I did see. And then some people were talking about, just because they're not starting in that space, to be able to create something that kind of feels a little bit like normal or connects them. So uh, it goes
That's
back and forth.
hysterical. Like
What?
3 hours. I'm sorry. Okay, that's on the ridiculous side. When most people can do it like in like 10 minutes or whatever because they're so
Yeah.
amazing. But
Yeah, it depends what you put into it. Now I know like Kathy Sue Summers that Jen said here has made some amazing ones. She has even been using them for Twitter chats for Sunday nights that we're doing a book study of my one book, Unconventional, and she's been putting lots of cats and things into them. But I did a class or a virtual classroom, and I used Bunsy because they have templates for that.
yeah,
And it was just very simple, but it was just a space where all of the links that we could use. 3 hours would be
I'm
3 minutes,
dying.
30 minutes.
Stop. I can't believe it's. I don't want to get in trouble by saying that, but 3 hours for real.
That's a
I can see why
long
people were mad
time.
about that. Like that is It just seems kind of unnecessary. But anyway, I don't want to be judgmental. I'm so critical. I'm trying to be nice.
Yeah.
I'm sitting with the nicest person ever. And you have things to celebrate too, because you accomplished something amazing this week. You finished your ISTE portfolio. That's amazing.
Yeah, because
Someone told me it takes like 150 hours combined to do that.
Well, you know what? It is, I mean, the whole process of it, you start with a 2-day in-person training and you're working with people. So that was back in November, actually, which feels forever ago. And then there is an online component.
You started this in November?
Yeah, you do the 2-day in-person training and work with everybody. So that was here in Pittsburgh. And then there is an online module for it that you do some of the different activities and discussion forums. And then you have 6 months to put together your portfolio, because with the ISTE educator standards, there's 7 standards, there's 25 criteria. And so you need artifacts. And so to kind of just think through what you've done to address those standards that would represent that, and kind of thinking about all of it. And it was due August 9th. Actually, originally I thought it was due July 9th, and I was going to get an extension because with the school closed and everything, I thought I just don't have the time to do it. So it was August 9th, and I just decided I needed to, that was my focus for a while. I mean, I had been working on it, but just the last kind of big push has been in the last week. And so, yes, but don't worry, because there are like 15 other things lined up that are due in the next 4 days. So it's
oh my God, how do you live? Okay, I'm not even going to ask that question. I know how you live. And Rachelle is or Jennifer, you're so sweet to say she's amazing. Did you see that? And then
Ida.
Oh, she makes time. I don't know how you do all that and think about Nashville. You're crazy.
And Ida knows about Nashville, because Ida and I were in Nashville last September for.
Who doesn't know? You drop Nashville every time.
I know. I can't help it. It's just we've talked about this. It's just that place that I go that I just feel, I don't know.
Yeah. That's good. I love that. Vegas is mine. I like Vegas. I know you like, what did you call it? Nash Vegas?
Nash Vegas? Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Sleeping is for fools, but where's your guys' place? If you could go anywhere in the world right now, not worry about the pandemic, where would you go? I would go to Vegas. Yeah. Rachelle would go to Nashville. Where would you go? The people are going to be like so sweet. They're going to be like, I would go to my mom's house. But I mean, that's fine if that's where you want to go, because we are so separated. But like, where would you want to go? And it's okay. Nothing is wrong, even if it's your mom's house or it's Europe, whatever. I'm just curious, where would you want to go?
Besides family, friends, what's the first actual place that you would go? If you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go?
Ooh, Ida says Greece.
I would go to New York.
Oh my gosh, I just said Grace and it was Greece.
In your defense, it is 7:14 in the morning in Alaska. So
oh gosh, I'm losing my mind.
No, it's all good. Ida has been some amazing places. She was in Iceland a couple of months ago. And
oh wow.
Unbelievable. And we were together in London in January. So
nice.
I know.
She's a world traveler like you, Are you frozen? Are you there?
She is. And did I freeze again?
Yeah, but it's okay. My brain is having a hard time processing.
Oh, Disney. Yeah. And
yeah, that would
speaking
be fun,
of Disney, with ISTE now going virtual, I kind of figured, you have to, with everything that's going on in the news, especially with the location, figured that was going to be the case. What?
Let's have a moment of silence for ISTE. Okay, Melody. That's good.
It is sad, but it's just because of the opportunity to come together with all the people, and just you hold out the hope that's going to happen. So hopefully, that pretty much takes up, I think, the rest of the year. And now looking to January with conferences like BET in London and FETC, which I love. I love ISTE. I love FETC and TCEA. We'll see what happens. Fingers crossed. I know I said that back in May about summer events, but in fall events, So what's everybody reading too? I want to know that.
Reading,
traveling.
Yeah. I'm sad about ISTE, but I'm also kind of glad, like, now I know for sure I can be there because I really wasn't sure if I was going to be able to go. But
Mhm.
let's just say that, like, by the time ISTE comes about, that everything is relatively safe, or whatever that means, or whatever it looks like. That
Right,
means that maybe I could possibly go to Vegas for my 40th birthday, and I'm really looking forward to that. And now I don't have to choose
I
between
know.
ISTE and Vegas. However, I
Right.
know that's a pipe dream. I know that's probably not going to happen, but I still like to think about it because it gets me through the day.
Well,
So
you don't know. I
I figure
mean,
I saw CNN last night. There's like the death toll that they're saying about the pandemic has gone even bigger, and they said by November. So I'm like, yeah, that probably means that things are probably still going to be like this. I don't know. I hope not, but and I
uh,
pray. I was like, I need to be praying a lot harder. But anyway, yes, let's not be depressing. I'm
I
sorry.
know I felt a little sad there. Just,
Oh
but
my
I mean,
gosh, I know.
that's the reality of what we're going through right now. Is I
Yeah.
mean, there's so many unknowns with everything, and just even since we talked on Monday morning, my school, the plan was to start the year hybrid, and Monday night the school board meeting they changed it, so now we're starting virtual. Oh, so big change. I mean, just in preparation and the time, and I can't believe tomorrow is August 1st. It just where did the time go?
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
I
know.
know. So my husband and I are celebrating our 13th anniversary on the 5th. And
Um,
so we're going to go away. We're taking the kids to a little place in Alaska that's really secluded, but they have really special deals, big deals for Alaskans that are like here because their tourism season is pretty much
mhm.
gone. And so we've never done this before. We've only gone to like one family vacation where we didn't actually visit family people. We just went with us the beach right before my husband had his heart surgery, and that was,
Okay.
we didn't even know he was going to have heart surgery. So that was really cool that we got to go to the beach. That's the only family vacation we've taken. And so this year we thought, well, we can't like leave the kids with anybody. So we rented a little house, and we're going to be away from people. So it's, and it's a house, so we're buying food, but it's going to be away, and it's going to be by the ocean. So I'm really looking forward to it. And I hope that my kids don't, like get into the ocean and drown or anything. So what happened to
Maybe.
your, I don't know why I said that. What was I thinking?
Can
That
we
was
do
my
like an
fear
edit?
in my head coming out of
I
my mouth
know.
without even
Well,
thinking.
I mean, it's a
I'm
natural. You're going
sorry.
to worry, right? I mean, just the things that we do. Sometimes we have our self talk, and sometimes we just talk. That's
I
what
just
we're
need
here
some more
for.
coffee. Yes.
Yeah, I'm almost out of my coffee.
Jennifer, Jennifer, what were your plans? Yeah. What were your plans, Jennifer? So, and while she's going to be telling us that, Rachelle, what are your weekly takeaways? And anybody that's watching, what were the things that happened this week that, you know, and it can be professionally and personally. It doesn't have to be one or the other. Like, what are some things that were amazing that you'd like to share? Celebrations, celebrating Rachelle. She finished her ISTE portfolio. Awesome. Congratulations. What can we
Thank
celebrate
you.
you? How can we? Oh, and our friend Dr. Joy published
I
a
know.
book, Back to Zero, and I was supposed to have her on the show, and I totally forgot to send her the link, and now she's probably at the beach
Well, she
living her
left me
best
a
life.
Vox, but I can't listen to it. So I'm not sure, and it won't transcribe it, so I can't read what it says. All it says is Michelle because it didn't pick up. So I'm not actually even sure that it's for me. So I don't know. No, I'm kidding. But this week was busy too. There were a lot of different events going on. ISTE still had their Summer Learning Academy. Uh, I did a webinar on Tuesday. I do Tuesday webinars on Bunsey every week. There's an event in Pennsylvania for Keystone Technology Innovators. It's happening. It's like KTI Cyber. So lots of amazing sessions, and they're all on recordings, or will be on recordings. I'm trying to think what else happened this week. Oh,
You
and
had you
Bruce.
had two
Bruce
back to
said
back. Oh yeah, Bruce had his wee video,
Bruce
and you
had his
had
wee
back to
video.
back Learning Revolution with Dr. Dave Schmittou, and I'm
Oh
so mad I
yeah.
missed that.
It was so good. He and then I had Justin Aglio from Pittsburgh back to back. But the recording should be available today on the Thrive and Edu on the Learning Revolution. But yeah, it was just a great conversation, an opportunity for people to also talk that were in the session, because it's not just us talking. We want people to join in. And this week we have Lavana Roth is on Tuesday morning at 10:30 Eastern. So I'm excited to talk to her
Oh,
on
Lavana's going to be
Tuesday.
on.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's so
So
cool. I like
Tuesday,
I
and
like
then
hearing her talk.
I do as well. And then let's see what else. Weekend
And you
events.
said Bruce before I enter. What Bruce did a wee
Oh yeah,
video? What is
Bruce, he did the We Video Community Week. So lots of different sessions. I've been kind of following it on Twitter just to see what people are posting and building skills with video and green screen and how the potential for using that, whether we're in our classrooms or not. And he does. She's sweet. And next week at the Bunsey Creative Beginnings event, starting Monday, Wednesday, those sessions that are set up not to be missed, but they will be streamed out live on YouTube and also on recording as well. But some of our community members here are doing presentations. So if anybody wants a chance to learn and grow from all of us in this community, I recommend signing up for that. It's free. And
did you put the link in our community yet?
I may have, but I'll drop it here to you. It's very easy because it's bit.ly and then it's Bunsey at capital CB.
Okay.
I love when people use bit.ly.
Yeah, I love bit.lys too. I think bit.lys are the jam, I feel like I've put my foot in my mouth. I'm really sorry. I need to drink more coffee before we talk. So this is for everybody. Sign up. Yes. This is the bit.ly because you kind of cut out when you were talking about it. All right, sign up. Yeah. And also, if you are providing any sort of professional development, whether it's free or not, but if it's an opportunity for educators, feel free to post it in our community because I don't think that paying for some professional development is bad at all. Sometimes there's good reason for that. And there's a lot of free PD too. So it's all wonderful. So, but invite us to what you're doing. Yeah, and we're looking forward to that. I might actually check out this Bunsey stuff. Thanks to Bunsey boy.
Bunsey man.
The little guy. Oh, Bunsey man. Oh, I'm so sorry.
No,
I hope he's not offended.
I'm kidding. No, I was going to ask him, but
you should. I'll wait.
No, but yeah, check out. I mean, all of these events. There are so many happening over the next couple of weeks. Hive Summit is coming up as well with Michael Matera, and I mean, just any type of PD, the blogcast, the Twitter chats, the webinars. What we're doing right here counts as some form of PD, I'm sure, at some point, because we're at least sharing links, but I don't want anybody to feel like you can't share what you're doing. If you've written a book, a blog, you got your podcast, drop it in there because the idea here is to just help and share ideas.
Yeah.
So don't feel like, oh, I shouldn't have put that in there. I mean, you got a question, ask it. You have a frustration, share it, whatever. You have a poll that you want to add, drop it in there.
Heck yeah.
That's what we are here for.
I know I dropped my blog about vocabulary in the community yesterday. There's 10 reasons why I love vocabulary, and I hope that it might help somebody have a good tool to use for their virtual school. Oh, that is so cool. Yeah. We should have Michael Matera on too, and Jennifer. We need to get Jennifer on.
I know, yeah, because Michael does his teacher table. I think it's teacher table in the mornings, and Jen joins in, and Jen does amazing things. So,
yeah, so cool. Awesome. Okay, what else do we have? Oh my gosh, please tell us. I know lots of people love the weekend chats. So what's happening in that?
Yeah, there are a lot. I keep finding new ones and I feel bad because I feel like I leave them out because I put a tweet out that says, hey, if you're looking for a chat, I mean, Friday nights, engage chat. I know there are some other ones that happen on Friday nights, but Saturday mornings you have PD for you and me. There's Edu Gladiators, Sat Chat. What else happened? Oh, Crazy PLN is another one. Then you have Lead Up Chat, Lead Lab Chat. I think then there's the Global Ed Chat EU, but and then Sunday there's a whole slew of them too. Book Camp PD, Teach Positive, Oregon Ed Chat. But I always talk about Meredith, but Meredith has on her site, you type in if you're looking for a chat for a day of the week, it filters it. And if you have a chat and you want it added, you just fill out the form and it adds it right to her site so everybody can find it, which is nice too.
Wow.
Or check out Jerry, the Cybrary Man's site. He has tons of resources for everything, any topic that you would want to.
I know it's crazy that people still have Twitter chats. I know you love them, and I'm going to try to get back into them. People get up on Saturday morning early and have a Twitter chat about education. That's dedication.
Well, I signed up to guest moderate the EdChat EU one time, and I didn't do the whole time conversion. Did I tell you this already? And I set all of my answers and everything. But it was supposed to be, I thought 5 a.m. And the funny thing about it is the night before I was doing something with Edmodo teachers in Hong Kong, where for me it was 10 p.m. Friday night and it was 10 a.m. for them. So that went until a little after midnight. And then I got up at 5 to sit and do this chat. Well, then I realized that because of the time changes, I had it messed up. So the chat actually started at 7 a.m. So then I had to reset all of my scheduled answers. Then I went back to bed for an hour. Then I got back up and did the chat. But yeah, people do. But some people just like to get up and that just gets you started. Or it's especially now, it's just a nice way to connect and, I don't know, share ideas. And I don't know. I do need coffee before I start one of those.
For sure. I remember, so when I was moderating a tweet deck, but it's not moderating a tweet deck, a chat. When I was moderating a Twitter chat and I was on my tweet deck, this happens every single time I moderate. I accidentally, at least once or twice, but at least once, I accidentally forget to schedule my tweet and I push it out immediately.
Oh, yeah. I've done that
Like every single time without
a
fail.
lot.
And I'm like, oh my gosh. And now that I live in Alaska, everybody is, having life before me. Like I'm still stuck in morning time and you guys are living your lives. You're living your best lives. And
Yeah, but at night, when I feel like I've run out of time, I'm like, Melody's got 4 more hours on me.
I know. But
And I just want to borrow.
everybody's asleep. I'm still living my best life and everybody's asleep. And the thing is that, oh my gosh, I totally forgot what I was going to say. Oh, I know what I was going to say. Like all day long, I am converting time. Like I'm thinking this person is at this time. I
Yeah.
asked my friend who lives here in Alaska, I was like, does the time change bother you at all? Like, does it? And she's like, no. She's like, I don't worry about East Coast time. I just get up in the morning and live my life and go to bed. Like, you know what I mean? Like to
Yeah.
her, like she doesn't even think about that. Well, I mean, I'm sure what she calls family members because she's got family in Florida, but
Right.
it doesn't even think it's not even a part of her day, but like all day long, I'm converting time.
Mm-hmm.
It's driving me crazy.
Yeah, I do the same thing too. I mean, I think about, oh wait, I don't want to send a text message because it's 6:30 in the morning. Or
I get text messages all day and night
I do
long.
too.
People do not care. They're like, oh, it's 5 o'clock in the morning in Alaska. No, it's not. In their minds, it's already 9 a.m. and people send text messages at 9 a.m. So anyway,
Yep, I
mostly it's
know.
people I love. So I love you. Don't stop texting me. I love you. And weekend chats.
Well,
Oh
I
my gosh, that
know.
reminds me of like weekend updates by SNL, like weekend chats.
Maybe that'll be our next thing. Instead of doing a Thrive o'clock, we'll do a weekend update at 11 o'clock at
Well,
night for me, 7 for you in Alaska. And I don't
we could
know.
do it. I think I'm going to try to do that with Paul Dietrich. I don't know if I said his name right, and Rachel Pearson. We're going to meet up on
Oh,
StreamYard. They want to see what it's like, and
yeah.
so I suggested that we do weekend update. I don't think they're taking me seriously though. I don't think they realize that like I've already thought about talking points, and
Yeah. Well, if they don't want to do it, I'll do it.
I know, and you should
I'll be
join
your
us
backup.
if you want to join us. You can. Okay, like
Oh my goodness.
definitely. So weekend chats. What else? What else do we want to talk about?
I
Oh,
don't
okay.
know.
And we were supposed to have our friend Dr. Joy on. Her book, Back to Zero, and I'm gonna put in the comments the Bitly. It's Bitly Back to Zero. I was so impressed with this book. I can't wait. I've ordered it. I can't wait to share it with my kids. Um, Talks about how helping kids de-escalate, and when you read
Yeah.
it before anything happens, you're already giving them a tool to talk about, when they start calming down, or something that they can do to help themselves calm down. So I'm really looking forward to this, and I'm sorry, Dr. Joy, that I didn't drop the link in time and that you couldn't join us this morning, but hopefully, hopefully you can sometime soon.
Yeah.
But this book is amazing, and I can't wait to have it as part of my library.
I know. So excited for her. It's just
Yes.
great week of celebrating, that's for sure.
And
But yeah,
I
if
love being
anybody
a part
wants
of
to,
As You Match.
I do too. I don't know how many years now, but as I was working on my ISET portfolio, just thinking about the different organizations and groups that I've been able to connect with, and all of the people that I met through that. And I think it was, gosh, I can't remember now if it was Denver or Chicago, but there was a meetup, and getting to actually meet people for the first time that you already had known through Voxer, through the Tweet and Talks, and through everything. So Sarah Thomas is amazing for creating this group. And even still now, just the Voxer group, the conversations that happen every day. I mean, people around the world just dropping into, hey, I need help with this, or here's a resource I found. So it's nice to have those connections. And it matches your time. And people will say, why don't you just call on the phone? Well, who wants to do that? I just use Voxer, and the other one too. What is it?
Let's just
Telegram people are
Zoom.
using, or Zoom. I know you
People are
wanted to
like, you
Zoom
want
the
to
other
talk? And I'm
day.
like, no, I want to Zoom. Can we?
Yeah, you would have just been seeing like the road as I was walking the other day when you wanted to Zoom. Very boring for you. Not like this with my office and my chair and Bunsy man.
Well, I respect that you go out walking. I want to tell you something. And this might make you cry, so I hope you have tissues. I just want to thank you for giving me a reason to put on appropriate clothes for the day. Thank you. Like this, like I would still be sleeping or be wearing terrible things and not. I didn't do my hair today,
Terrible
but my
things.
face would look also awful. Also, I want to thank you. Um, for encouraging me to get out. I wanted to tell you, I wanted to share this with you, and I want you to know because I feel like you'll support me because you're a good friend like that. I am starting to write down and journal all of my food activity and all of my exercising activity. And I'm going to start doing that today. And then I'm going to come back in a month. I'm telling everybody this because you hold me accountable.
That's
I've
right.
gained like a ridiculous amount of weight. Like whenever people Zoom with me, I know that they're like, "Oh my God, that's her," because my picture looks so different from my actual
Oh,
face.
stop.
It's true, and that picture isn't even a year old. But anyway, I am going to get back on my health. I'm going to put it a priority. And then I'm journaling this month. And then if nothing happens, if like I have not made any progress and I have this proof, I'm going to take it to my doctor and I'm going to say, listen, this is what I've been doing for this last month, but I'm broken. I don't work. Please help me get my health back together. That's what I'm going to do. I'm telling
Yeah.
you this now because I made a decision.
Yeah, but that's important. I mean, like you just did so many things there. And when I didn't know what you were going to say, because you say cry. First of all, I don't cry. I say my eyes sweat. My students have made me cry before. And I'm like, my eyes are sweating. I'm not crying because, I mean, how do you show your emotions? But vulnerability, huge right there because you're sharing. Self-care and wellness, super important right now because of all we've been going through the last couple of months. And holding yourself accountable by writing it down. And then if you get to that point and you realize like, this is not working for me, and then asking for help.
Yeah.
That's what I took from you right there. So that's huge. That's what we need to do and model for students and for our colleagues, because we try, we share, people hold us accountable, and yeah, so that's what
Yeah.
we're all here for.
Well, I wanted to share it with you because I knew that you're a walker and you really take care of yourself, and I know you would support me. So thank you. And anybody else that's feeling like me, that you got this place where, like, I've been wearing dresses now. Like, try not to wear
It
pants as
makes
much
you
as
feel
possible.
better. I mean, like I would dress up for my classes and put a dress on because I bought
Right.
one for a conference and everything was canceled, and I got all the clothes in there, and I thought, and I was feeling negative or just and just that, even that little bit just makes you feel a little bit normal. So I have class, I'm sitting down with my students, so I put a dress on. I mean, I dress up for school. So going to school, even though it's in my house, in my office, in my big chair, but yeah.
Look,
So
Bunty Man appreciates that so
I
much.
know. I can't wait to see what, like, this is the fun that I have now, right now, right? Just what can I do to trick Melody or to see what I can bring in? I don't know.
Now I'm going to be thinking, what can I do to trick Rachelle? So it's on.
You got to work hard though, because I'm pretty perceptive. Not
We'll
really.
see.
Sometimes.
Oh, thank you. Jennifer's so sweet. We have to
I
have
know.
Jennifer on Monday. Can we have Jennifer on Monday?
Yeah. Jen, you want to join us on Monday?
Jennifer on Monday, Rachelle and Mel on Monday morning. She's probably already said yes.
No, she didn't
Yes,
say yes
Jennifer,
yet.
I feel that. Like
She didn't
basically,
say it yet, but I'm feeling the
yeah.
vibe. I'm
I feel
thinking. Yeah.
like
I mean,
I
there's
feel like she's
tremendous
gonna say
pressure
yes.
in that. It's okay, but no, it's fun to have people on. We would love to have people on.
Yeah, totally. And we can try to fool them too. Try to sneak something past them. All right. So anyway, thank you all so much for joining us today. Thank you, Rachelle, for giving me a reason to put makeup on and put decent clothes on.
I
We
appreciate
so
that.
yeah, we so appreciate everybody who joins us, whether it's during our live session or whether it's afterwards. If you have any comments or questions, please continue to drop them because we can still see them. And what I love this community because we are offering opportunity all the time. If you have something to share, whether you're a pro at this or whether you're beginning, there's opportunity for you. That's what I love the most about this community. And if you haven't joined our community yet, oh, we need to drop the link. So talk for a second while I get the link.
Okay. I don't know what you want me to say. No. Yeah. And if you haven't, I know that we have our members, the number is growing, but not everybody has introduced themselves. So if you haven't done that yet, like just let us know. I know that there are a lot of groups out there and a lot of discussions happening. So it can be hard, but just drop in a line, share a resource, say hello, anything quick. Would love to hear from you. So Jen said she can't do Monday. So next Friday. That works. We
Okay.
can do that.
Yes. Yes. And just remind me so that I actually send you the link. So this is our, I don't know why I always forget that this is our link because it's facebook.com/groups/thrive and edu. So it's not anything mysterious. So please
Right.
find us because this is streaming in several places. If you have not joined our community and you're an educator and yeah, we've got a lot for you. And this is your invitation to join us. We need you. So, and thank you everybody who's already a part of our community. We hope
Absolutely.
that you have an amazing weekend and we will see you again on Monday.
Yeah.
Bye,
Thanks,
everybody.
everybody. Bye.